to the River of Dreams YouTube channel. Today's video is a little bit different. It is just the mummy edition today, guys. So it is just mummy here, talking all things mummy. This video is for all the mamas who have had a baby recently, especially the mamas who have had a baby during lockdown. This ain't easy. This ain't easy. Being a mummy is not easy anyway, but having no classes, it is so hard. So as usual, I am absolutely keeping it real. Loungewear, I'm on the couch and I have just poured myself a rum. It has been one of those days. I've got a teething baby who is now with her daddy. I was planning on filming this video today. It's just one of those days, so I'm now filming it in the night time. I'm so excited about this video. Up close, personal, just doing exactly what mums sometimes don't do and just kind of let it all out, which I think is super important and exactly what I'm going to be doing on this video. So I should actually mention this beautiful glass is made by my friend, so one of my best friends for the longest time. So it's a little business called Soiree Sisters, so check that out on Instagram. You can get some cute personalised stuff, and mine obviously says Queen Bee because that's who I am, Queen Bee. Thanks, Soiree Sisters. I loved being pregnant. I obviously was pregnant during lockdown. I think really strange. I didn't plan for that. No one plans for that, but I've always tried to take the positives out of it. I didn't get to go to the classes and things like that I wanted to during pregnancy. I didn't let my friends rub my belly like a little Buddha. I didn't get to spend proper time with my family whilst I was pregnant, and I loved being pregnant. I loved being pregnant. Honest to God, I felt so happy, so calm. I would get pregnant again tomorrow. Maybe not. No. Scratch that. I would love to be pregnant again sometime. But yeah, didn't get to do the classes and stuff I wanted to, but I did have a lot of time at home preparing for the baby. Spent a lot more time with my amazing partner Darren and our beautiful boy Ghost, the Samoyed, who is absolutely perfect. Hi. Do you want to be in it? Yeah? Do you want to say hi? Now time for the birth story. So I gave birth to River, the beautiful River, on the 9th of August 2020. Like many mummies out there, I planned for a natural birth. I opted for no relief. I had like a birth plan ready for months. Obviously, my pregnancy was unexpectedly different. Therefore, I expected my birth to be completely different from what I had planned. So when I say plan, I didn't hold it too close to my heart, luckily. River was a mover. Throughout the whole pregnancy, she moved all day, every day, literally no respite. She was super active. So when I got induced and I was in labour for 24 hours, she was non-stop moving as well. Got herself wrapped in the cord twice, and then also I wasn't dilating, but I was in full contractions, full swing of things. River was making her way down. Obviously there was nowhere for her to go, so River's heart rate was slowing, and I got rushed to an emergency C-section. I spent more time calming Darren down when I think about it. Obviously, it wasn't what I planned for, but with the way the year went, is there any point in planning for things anymore? nothing seems to go the way you plan. So I gave up expecting, and I think that was the best thing I did. Just went with it. As long as my baby came out healthy, which she did, came out beautifully healthy, happy, breathing, screaming, crying. Everything went super smooth. I was had to stay in the hospital for 3 days after it. Tough thing, of course, was with COVID and everything, Darren had to leave 30 minutes after the C-section, after River was born. And obviously no visitors, so he didn't see us for 3 days, which sucked. I mean, everyone can imagine, I assumed when I gave birth that people would be in helping me all day, and I don't know. We can't dwell on things. I have my beautiful, beautiful, healthy, happy baby. But I do not wish a COVID birth on anyone. The hospital is lonely after it. The staff are overworked. The midwives were literally, at one point 3 midwives were on, and there was 14 mum and babies. C-section mummies, I mean, you know, you can literally barely get out of bed. So it was tough. It was really tough, but we were both healthy, and I could not complain. And a huge thank you to the Women's Hospital midwives. You ladies deserve a medal. I feel like I've not really spoke about the birth story out loud, and now I am. It's quite emotional, like it's kind of like therapy, this. But it's really tough. Like, I think especially after having a baby during lockdown, there's obviously no baby classes, etc. as well. Therefore, I'm not meeting new mums, and I think we discuss these things when you meet new mums and you make friends and you're in the same situation, and obviously I've not been able to do that, so it's quite tough. But any mummies who have had a baby during lockdown, I am always here to talk. Like, I literally am. Nothing better than chatting it out. We're all in the same situation, and I'm here for your mamas. Let's do this. Yeah, so moving on, Q&A time. Okay, so this week I done a Q&A over on my Instagram. I asked a few questions for the mummies that I have, and let me tell you now, there was a big correlation with the answers. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who took part. I actually had hundreds of replies, and I was genuinely expecting 5, 10. So thank you so much, and some of the answers were absolutely hilarious. Duh, us mamas are hilarious, that's why. Question 1. Hardest thing about being a mummy. By a mile, the most common answer was sleep, and I'm pretty positive everyone can feel that. Even just the ability to go, I'm going to have a lie-in in the morning, or I'm going to nip for a nap. Like, not that just can't happen anymore. And of course it's easy to say, you know, you got 8 hours. I think 8 hours solid sleep and 8 hours of disturbed constant waking up is just so different. And I've had about 20 coffees. Most unexpected thing. Oh my gosh. One thing I love about the answers to this question was so many mummies said the most unexpected thing was the amount of love that you would feel for this little tiny human. I look at River most days and think, how are you mine? Like, you are way too perfect to have came from anything of me. It's unbelievable. It's so overwhelming. It's almost too overwhelming, because you do look at them like, Oh my gosh, I have got to keep you alive. Unexpected thing that I personally noticed, and I've also seen in the answers as well, was the support from complete strangers. I have had crazy amount of messages from mummies that I've probably spoke to once, like at a party, or I've never spoke to before. Especially I recently followed the parenthood on Instagram. Mummies, please follow this Instagram page. It is like a community. It is beautiful. Messages, it's just so beautiful. And I know myself, like, I'm the first person to, if I see a mummy who's struggling in the day, I'm the first person to message and be like, oh, I hope you're okay. Which really, really annoys me about this lockdown is we should be able to all meet for a coffee and stuff like that, but it will happen soon. It will happen soon. Brighter days are coming, and us mummies can meet up, have a gab, have a moan in real life. I think everyone can guess what the answers are like. I personally am so lucky. I literally, since River's been born, I'll go to Darren, right, okay, I'm going for my bath. I'll have either Darren will set up like a bath for me with candles and music, and some days I'll have a glass of wine in there. They're the best days. We have the bath ran for me, or River will go sit with the daddy, and I will sit and I'll listen to a podcast, mainly Shagged, Married, Annoyed. Rosie Ramsey and Chris Ramsey are absolutely hilarious. My new favourite podcast, Paul Smith and Laurie. Oh my gosh, hilarious. But so vital for us to get still some us time. So one main thing I think all us mummies need to remember is we are not just mummies. We are still ourselves. Make sure today, tomorrow, anytime this week, you spend some time on you. For us to be the best mum, partner, best version of ourselves, we've got to take care of ourselves. And that is one main thing that I am learning to do lately, is just take a step back, breathe, just show myself a little bit of love. Like, that leaves me directly straight on to the next question. Did you feel pressure to get your pre-pregnancy body back? Yes. I put so much pressure on myself the second I got home from the hospital. No words of a lie, the next day. It wasn't even necessarily like a change in my diet straight away, because obviously the first like few weeks you haven't got time to stand in the kitchen. You're getting used to a whole new lifestyle. C-section mamas, we can barely stand. I was running around the house, tidying up, trying to make cups of tea. Luckily, I had my literal sister, love of my life, soul friend, my cousin Shona. She came down from Scotland and stayed around the corner and was literally popping in every day, doing the dishes, doing this, bringing me stuff. Basically, and she's a nurse, basically shouting at me to sit down. Darren was of a night, I'd try and stand up and he'd be like, sit down, I'll do it. But everyone, it's not as easy, and your adrenaline is kicking in so much. I just wanted to do everything. I'm not the only one who felt pressure to snap back to. A lot of the mamas did. I think it was maybe 2 weeks after, I just realised, what am I doing? Like, ridiculous. So I enjoyed a few more takeaways. I basically just put it to the back of my mind, and realised, slow down, mama. We just need to learn to go, okay, my body just birthed a human being. Let's slow down, let's take a minute, let's appreciate our bodies. And that is exactly what I've been doing lately. I have taken a long time to actually stand in front of the mirror and go, okay, my body isn't the way it used to be. My body might not be the way it ever was, but that's okay. I have had a baby. I am happy. I am now going for gorgeous walks, not putting pressure on myself. I've changed my diet a little bit, taking my time with it. I'm not pressurising myself, and I can't recommend it enough. I just feel so comfortable. Like, I'm so happy at the moment. And if there's one thing I can say, is just remember what your body has done. It is insane. It is phenomenal. I'm gonna take a drink before this question. Did you feel pressure to feed a certain way? A lot of the same answers on this one too. Yes. There is a huge pressure for women to breastfeed, to feed a certain way. No other way to say it. Fed is best. Is your baby fed? Yes. Amazing. That's it. I was lucky enough to breastfeed, and I absolutely loved breastfeeding, but I did combi feed. Stopped breastfeeding just before the 6-month mark. So River's 6 months and 2 weeks now. So I've not been breastfeeding for about 3 weeks. I really miss it. River's not bothered. The final message of this video is, every single mummy out there, I appreciate you and thank you. I feel after speaking everything through, I've just had a little moment to like decompress, and it feels honestly unbelievable. I feel a little bit emotional. I feel super happy, super proud of myself. But yeah, it's super important to speak it out. I think that's one thing this lockdown's making us mummies miss out on, is a good chat. So my inbox is always open if any mummies watching need a little talk. So please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel, and next week we will be back with our little River of Dreams.